So I tried to film another video just inside, and the music was too loud and it didn't come out very good. And a young girl showed up in the middle of it selling some bracelets, so I didn't want to get a strike. She was 16, 17, maybe 18 years old, but I don't want to get a strike on my YouTube channel for their new policies and laws. So we're going to get into a bunch of stuff right now. We got the DoomsDay clock that just moved in. We got the virus that's sweeping through China. There was an announcement. A lot of people don't know this, but there was an announcement by Japan, and they're saying that they can't put any more radioactive water and radioactive material or waste into their containers anymore. And there's only one place that's going to go. That's going to go out in the ocean. So that's another massive issue that's going on right now. You look at all the massive fires that just went on in Australia. Over 1 billion animals possibly perished in those fires. Land just completely devastated. Floods came afterward. Infestation of bugs or critters or spiders I also seen. So I mean, you want to look at apocalyptic events? Yeah, doomsday clock. It's moving 20 seconds closer. How far are we going to push this as human beings? So the entire world right now, when it comes to the environment and the ecological systems of the 7 continents and also the oceans that connect all these, it's bad. It's really, really bad. I mean, I can tell you right now, it's I've done a lot of research on it. It's what I will call at a stall stage. It's not progressing in a forward manner, which nature always does. It's nature has a way to heal itself, and sometimes it can do it very fast, and sometimes it takes time to do it. But even after throughout history, major land changes and earth incidences, it's slowly progressed as it's gone on. The slow progression is great after the fact. Right now, we're facing some serious issues, some serious predicaments that the entire world's in, and it's not just we're going to implement a few regulations and a few of this and that. It's the entire planet's polluted. I mean, absolutely polluted. The air, water, the food systems, everything. It's all 100% polluted. That's why cancer's thriving everywhere in every country there is. Even in the countries where you're supposed to have all this great health care and all this stuff, cancer's it's like a plague sweeping across all lands. Get back into the ecology and the environment. It's in what I would call a stall stage. The stall stage means that nothing's going forward. It's not progressing any worse because it's as bad as it gets, and it's on the verge of full-blown collapse, and that's exactly where it's at. That's the status it's at. Every time throughout history that we've hit this stage, and it's hit this a lot of times, the stall stage, whether it's from large land movements, volcanoes, different things throughout history, floods. Every time it hits the stall stage is right before usually a pole shift. The pole shift is Earth's way of flipping everything, the waters, everything, stirring as much plague as it can and to dilute it. I mean, it stirs it as far as it can in all directions, so it's not concentrated in an environment that it's allowed to thrive. It sends it everywhere, so it dilutes it, and then it can the natural system can end up combating it and fighting it. We will be part of that extermination plan when the world shakes itself up and stirs all the planet's lands and waters. And that's just that's the way you're going to move with everything that's going on right now. It's in the stall stage. We need to implement ideas that aren't just going to be like EPA protections, but actually or to stop emissions levels. We need to reverse emissions levels. We need to go from a stance where we were polluting everything to now that we're actually sending our crews in and sending our teams in to clean everything up. If we're not advancing in cleanup, then we're not advancing in any type of a global environment protection, and not at all. We absolutely have to overstep the little idea that we're in right now that we're going to stop the progress of fossil fuels and all this. That's not what's going to happen. We need to absolutely 100% integrate systems that go out every single day. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people, tens of millions of people that go out every single day and clean the environment up. That's the only way that's going to stop anything that's happening right now. get into the impeachment and everything that's going on right now. A lot of people say they don't want me as their president. Check it out. I don't want to be your president. Run for the United States president. It's a laughable matter to me. Absolutely. It's like we're on a comedy show right now. We're doing the Lee Camp comedy show. You guys want to see about the environment? Look up Lee Camp. He's going to tell you everything that's going on right now. All of his posts have been absolutely consistent, perfect when it comes to how much of a threat we are to our own existence right now. It's not, well, we need to do this in 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. No. We need 24 months of extreme cleaning on this planet, or it's going to take us all down with it. Back to Trump. So I'm not watching the impeachment stuff because I really don't care about the impeachment stuff. It has nothing to do to me. Is Trump corrupt? Yeah. Are the Bidens corrupt? Yeah. Are the Biden's sons and Trump's sons and daughters and everybody corrupt? Yeah, they're all corrupt. They're all politicians. This is what they've been doing in the United States of America for 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years now. So it means nothing to me to even watch that impeachment trial stuff. You guys told me recently or today that I'm not I don't have the demeanor to be the United States president, and I think that's laughable because I may use racist tones or actually say racist words at times. When you're hurting me, I'll call you anything I damn well please. You're going to drug my food, you're going to poison me, you're going to invite me to your country, and then you're going to brutalize me. I'll say anything I damn well please do. Right now, I'm the only free person on this entire planet. I have no country. I have no rules and laws that protect me. That means that I have no rules and laws that I need to follow. And that means that I have ultimate freedom. I can go to any piece of land on this entire planet. And if there's nobody on it, I don't need to ask for permission to buy it. I don't need to apply for citizenship to buy it. I just put my house on it, and I thank God for it because He gave it to me, and that's the way it is. And with all of the earth changings that's going to go on, that's going to become the new norm. If people can't survive and live in the environment that they're in, then you cannot tell them that they cannot come to a different place to live and find a place that they actually have a livelihood. You can't tell anybody that, straight up. This is God's planet. This isn't your planet. This isn't the UN's planet. This isn't the United States of America's planet. This isn't Mexico's country. This is God's land, straight up. And if I am a child of God and I'm working for God every day, don't come and tell me anywhere I can and cannot go. And don't tell me which laws I should and should not follow. If the laws that I should and should not follow don't protect me. If they don't protect me, then I am 100% free right now. Let's see what else we got going on. Back to the Trump deal. So you got Bush, Obama, and Trump. 20 years, three presidents. You're going to talk about demeanor. These three presidents have murdered over 2.5 million people, probably close to 3 million people in the last 20 years. Now, they might not have said racist things on camera, or maybe they didn't type it to where everybody's hacking my email and they see it. But you know what? I've never murdered up to 3 million people. I didn't take part in any illegal drone strikings, and I have not fought in any illegal wars either. So when it comes to my demeanor, you guys don't want me to be the United States president? Check it out. I wouldn't take your United States president job if it was the last job on this planet. I'll tell you right now, 5 years ago, I was offered a job as the new president of the New World Order if I wanted to work for Satan. And I told him no. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's my job. That is the job that I'm going to take, and this is the job that I'm going to have. Is I'm going to run all nations because you world leaders are so terrible, you obviously can't do it. So I'm going to put together a group of people. President Putin, he's on the right idea. Put 5 countries together, and you guys are going to be responsible for humanity. So Mr. Putin's walking on the right path with the right ideas, and I'm going to be the president of those 5 countries. And we're also going to have we can have that as the top head, and then down below it, we're going to put together another 100+ countries that are all going to run off of the things that these 5 countries do. And a lot of these 5 countries are the economic powerhouses of this world, and we're going to take a lot of that money and funnel it out of those big countries and funnel it into the smaller countries where they have people that are starving and hurting. We got to make some things that happen for the people that don't have anything, just because they're lacking financial funding or investments doesn't mean that they're any less valuable in this world to me. They might be to you, but they're not to me. So I'm laughing at you for telling me that I shouldn't be the United States president. That's just laughable at this time. The last 2 days I've been pretty upset. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm extremely upset. I'm beyond upset. I'm very pissed off. I want to fight over this for what they did to me. They drugged me so bad yesterday, and that my eyesight goes bad, and then everything's just a blur. And then they make fun of me. I took pictures of it, screenshots of it, of them making fun of me that my eyesight's blurry, and it gives me bad headaches and it makes me sick. And I have a job to do. Whether you guys pay me for it or not, I don't care what you guys say. I work every single day. I work harder than most of the people on this planet. I work harder than any elected leader. I'll tell you that. Trump's gone golfing how many days? Barack Obama went golfing how many days? How many days have I gone golfing in the last 7 years? 2 times? Maybe 3 times? You guys are scumbags, I'll tell you that right now. Everybody, all of you world leaders, not all of you, almost all of you. You guys have all signed up for the satanic team, and you ain't going to let go on what's going on. And I'm telling you right now, if I have to beg God to come back here and pry this world out of your hands, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take this world from you, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. What else are we going to talk about today? Well, in my other video, I talked about a lot of things. The pollution's bad. Who cares about impeachment? United States president's a laughable job to me. There's a lot of stuff that needs to go on in this world, but Venezuela, that's where I'm at. So Venezuela, I only got 5 minutes. My last video went over 15 minutes. Venezuela, check it out. You guys have the largest oil reserve in the world, and I know all about it. I need $2 trillion out of that oil reserve. In exchange for you giving me $2 trillion worth of the value out of that oil reserve, we're going to tap and we're going to harvest that oil. First and foremost, we're going to use China and Russia as our means to harvest this oil, and we're going to supply many economies with that oil. We're going to guarantee housing, food, electricity, and gasoline to every person in your entire country. You will not have one homeless person in your entire country. That is what I can guarantee I will give you, and we're going to work very hard on keeping all of your the people of Venezuela employed at that time also. We're going to do a complete turnaround. You've got an absolutely stagnant economy right now, and it's because of sanctions in the United States government. I'm going to turn it around and make you one of the wealthiest countries in all of Latin America, and for that I need $2 trillion, and I'm going to take this $2 trillion in the next 24 months, and I'm going to take extremely advanced 3D printing machines, and we're going to print single houses, duplexes, and triplexes, and I'm going to put every single woman and child on this planet right now, every single woman and child that does not have a house into a house in the next 24 months. That is my goal, and that's what I'm setting out to do right now and today. Venezuela, if you'll agree to let me have access to your oil well, I will come in, guarantee everything that I've already told you, and I will put every woman and every child into a house in the next 24 months. That is my offer to you for being kind enough to allow me to tap into your reserves. I really need your reserves, and I'm telling you that with all of my heart. I need those reserves. This world needs your reserves, and this is going to open the doors to a lot of good stuff between a lot of countries. Those 5 countries that I already named. This is going to bring you right into a top level tier of you working with the new 5 countries that are going to run the entire world. I'm going to be the president of that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This is exactly how it's going, and this is what's going on today. We're going to put Bernie Sanders into the United States president of the United States. The only way that we're going to be able to implement all of the stuff that Bernie Sanders wants is by redirecting a massive amount of war funds. I need Bernie Sanders to stop all the wars between those 5 countries. I'm going to sign a no military pact for the next 5 to 10 years, guaranteeing that we build no more military weapons at all, period, zero. And we're going to take all of that money and then put it into this purse, and I'm going to start building. There won't be any more starving women or children on this planet. That's all there is to it. Everything else that comes onto that, free education, free health care, the basic necessities of life are going to be guaranteed to you by us not building militaries and weapons. We're going to take all that money every year and we're going to put it back into the people. And it's going to be enough money to guarantee that everything that I want to do is going to happen. So these are the goals that I'm setting out for. If you guys still want me to be the president of the United States, I can still be the president of the United States, and I can still run all this other stuff that I'm telling you about, because this is what I do. I do it all the time anyway. It's not a big deal to me. To everybody out there who's helped share a lot of information, Lee Camp, I've been praying a lot for you the last couple of days. I want you to know that you're the only one that's writing the absolute truth of what's going on. We don't have 2 years. We don't have 3 years. We don't have 5 years. We don't have 10 years. If we don't fix this problem right here and right now, today, in this year, in the year 2020, and have by the end of summer, massive amounts of people implementing all different types of new ideas and innovations into this world, then we're at the stagnant standstill of the environment. That's apocalypse, and that's what's going to go down. As always, I praise God, bless Him with all my heart and soul. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray, and I hope everybody out there has a wonderful day. God bless everybody.